It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
Here's Evan McPherson. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
We're talking about a true gunslinger in Jameis Winston, Mike, and every time Winston lets it loose, you're not always sure which team is going to end up with it, but I'll tell you, I love watching him. He's exciting. He's got great energy. His teammates love him. If he can just eliminate a little of the bad, there is so much good football when Jameis Winston's playing quarterback.
He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. And they keep him healthy. because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Brown. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. He airs strong on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. We'll go play action. It's Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. He'll manage only a couple. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Second down and 8. They'll run here with Brown. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. Third and 5. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
David Njoku with a nice catch, and I don't know if he gets enough credit, Mike, for just how good he has been for the Cleveland Browns. Made his first Pro Bowl last year. It just seems that every year, regardless of the situation at quarterback, Njoku just gets better and better and better.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the pistol, a give to Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 2nd down, Winston. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's 3rd and 2. Winston will work out of the pistol. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Winston. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the 1st down, so they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, They don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Jameis. This one caught by Akins. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This from 40 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Burrow. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll find Andre Yosibas.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today come in is out the window.
One final throw before the break. Now he'll run it. All field goals in that first half. 6-3 the score at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the ground, it's Brown. A gain there of 11, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A first down throw for Burrow. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Second down, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll manage to get to the 33. B.J. Hill shuts it down there. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jameis. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. He is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Browns.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This one out to Moore. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now Brown, trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Off the read, here's Burrow. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Grant Delpit up to make the play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow Burrow now to throw on first down. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Denzel Ward in there defensively to knock it away.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, Winston. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A second down throw for Winston. Looking deep here for Tillman. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
That's caught. Down the field is Tillman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st down, it's Winston. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
He's got his man complete. That's Judy. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and the 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll tuck it and take off. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Winston. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Herbert. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Khalil Herbert headed back onto the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Pass pulled in by Herbert. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and That play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll run right here with Chubb. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Now a 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Chubb. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cleveland.
To throw is Winston. That is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Winston. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. To throw, Winston. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, He's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Cincinnati.